Well, hey, family. Well, it has a lot of exciting news, and please pay attention. Read between the lines as far as what I can say and how I can say it. But I can say some things, and I leave a lot of content in the description box, always. Like last night's video, I didn't get a chance to get back in there and highlight the fact and pin that I had a very important video that I would like everybody to watch because it's full of information. I'm praying for witnessing tool, and it's very overwhelming as well. So, to the point. Let's get to the point. Oh, I just love this. It's going to be planes, trains, automobiles, and I don't know, whoever else. You saw my moment last night, right? As I've shared that it's like I don't have a moment even, and well, that moment got interrupted again by a critter, so I know that we have some late ones here. I brought the nuts. Okay, I know how you love my surprises, and again, I go to empty the trash, and what do I find by the door but another delivery? Sitting here going, I didn't order anything. Okay, now what do I got? Well, as you can see, it does not have my name on it, okay, so I shouldn't probably expose it. But it doesn't have my name on it, and so again, I called Walmart and said, you have a missed delivery. If it's a neighbor, I'll be glad to walk over and deliver it or whatever. And again, I get the same story that I'm not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to take it back, and I'm allowed to keep it as a gift. Well, I find this pretty funny because, well, it's a tumbler set, and I know you can't see it very well right now because of the lighting, but it's a fuchsia color. And it's by Pioneer Woman. Must have been on sale for like $1 or something. But anyways, it's really, really pretty. And I'm thinking, well, how pretty. And I do have some Pioneer Woman stuff actually that it would go to with. And oh, I was just joking. So I have another gift. I have a 4-pack of Magenta Fuchsia is the color that I called it. And when I did, I was like prompted to, you know how us crazy ones are, we're prompted to look up colors and things because there's so much that's happened this week alone that it's like, you know, the Lord warned me ahead of time. It was like you just had that still small voice, that gumption, that whatever, that thought in your brain, subliminal message. No, it wasn't. There was nothing that could have done this. The confirmations that go with it. Oh my. Okay, so that's head spinning enough. I'm not going to take anything for granted here at all, especially knowing how big my God is. Wow. And He can sustain me. So here, here's a song as I jump around. I wanted to share last night that I got a peaceful, easy feeling that He won't let us down, right? Because we're already standing on solid ground. All right, you got that. Okay, and victory, yeah. Okay, but anyways, despite that, okay, decided to look up if there was a spiritual meaning, significance to the color fuchsia, magenta, whatever, in the Bible. It had to be in the Bible, okay? And so I come up with, and excuse the light, and I'm going to use the website. I was kind of shocked, actually. I know I probably sound all over the place, but hey, you don't know my day. Walk on my shoes, all right? Pray for me. So I have already posted, pre-posted, by the way, if you want to go over and click to notify you when our live goes live on Saturday nights. Okay, Lord permitting, and if we're still here, disclaimer. So the first thing that I see is I look it up and it says, and I posted that, and I also shared that we'd be doing communion. I'm letting the plane pass. And I'm so sorry. They only do this when I come out. Okay, so what do I see? It gives me Psalm 16:11 and Psalms 32:11, as well as Nehemiah 8:10, and those are on communion, of all things, and relationship and Song of Solomon 5:1. I'm like, oh wow. And so I continued to read, and it talked about the colors of the rainbow and how how red, pink, and it's a form of red because it's pink, offset of pink. Anyways, now I gotta go. Talked about also a right relationship with God. Red clay, that's what it was. So now let's see if I can go on another device here. The things that I gotta do, right? Oh yes, multitasking. I'm a woman. Hear me roar. I'm telling you, I struggled today as far as, like I said, every morning it's like I have to struggle, and the battles in the brain. So here I am. So I'm sitting there putting on the armor, and I'm praying out loud. I'm yelling it because I can't get past my helmet of salvation. Oh, and thanking the Lord for that first. So, and I continued on and on and on until I finally finished. So things went a little better after that. Armor up. Ephesians 6:11, by the way. Same consecutive numbers a lot. All right, we can go into that. I'll leave a lot of stuff in the description box for the sake of time, because I know attention spans. Try not to laugh. Okay, so then the device. Let's talk about all the electronic things that have been going cray too. You just gotta laugh, right? Because the joy of the Lord is our strength. So then we see here, it talks about it's a form of pink. What does it mean spiritually? Okay, we know it's peaceful, right? Now I'm singing this and talking about red clay. It's a form of red clay. I talk about Thai country that I live in here and all the mud. I probably had this week, and I'm slapping something in here. Pay attention. All right. This week, with that video that you're going to listen to in the description box, everything is burning up in Texas, including towns. You're not hearing the truth on the news. They can't forecast anything. That's predictions. Only the Lord can predict anything, okay? And it is written. It's already been predicted. Oh, witchcraft. Okay, fortune tellers. They predict. All right, my body. That's why God gave me a barometric pressure type body, so I know when it's going to rain. Well, I don't know. Just saying. Okay, it talks about fuchsia being a vivid color. All right, so let's go back to that for a minute. I had to get off just in case. It's crazy. They have to be very careful. So anyways, fires are everywhere. Ball Springs, Texas isn't too far from me. I mean, all the older people, all the communities that, anyways, they're just all burning up. And we know that the first time was flood and the second time's fire. It talks about the rainbow here and the ark. It talks about it being a color of the rainbow and the promise. It talks about red clay and the Red Sea crossing. Ooh, I just put up that video about crossing over. We know that it's peace. It's also and nurturing and love, and it talks about all these wonderful things about the color fuchsia and magenta. And it talks about harmony. Just all the things that are going to be happening, okay? Because I got that peaceful, easy feeling that 1 Thessalonians 5:1, we need not know the seasons or the times, because we know that we are in the season. We feel it, we know it, right? So, things like this just don't happen. And you just got to look at it and say, well, thank you, Jesus, despite everything else that's going on today. Don't be deceived. Plain, sorry. Take a pause. Oh, let's go in the other direction here. Let's go check out the gardens. I'm trying to water everything at the same time. Okay, so as I was telling you, when I wake up in the morning and late at night, I smell fire everywhere. And so I've already been warned a couple things. All right, this is the warnings that I've been given that I feel led to share right now, because I feel like it's going to happen, and I feel like it's probably already happened. Things happen in the spiritual before they happen in the physical. But I look at the trees here. I can't point them out right now again because of the time. But then again, it's off, right? What time is it? I don't know. I don't get to bed till whenever. I'm done. That's it. So all these trees, all the roots are coming out of the ground. You can see everything is exposed. Trees are coming up everywhere, and just one good storm are going to take these trees out and everything else. The fence, everything. It's everybody's, not just here. I mean, this is all I got to focus on because this is all I can do right now. And I don't have the time, it seems like, It's like the enemy wants to keep you busy with everything I've got. Fleas to deal with and ticks, and thank you, Jesus, for the possums that come by and help. He sends help all the time. I've got ants that came marching in, fire ants everywhere, those little red things that bite you. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, but I had to do something with that. I'm sorry, Lord. I know they have a purpose, but not on me. Or the pets. Or in the house. And then the carpenter ones, the big black long ones that come in with a belt and a helmet, and they don't help at all, though they're not fixing anything. I'm smushing them. Oh my. And then, so you can't leave a kernel of anything on the floor. Oh, they get eaten up. And then the trail. And then that's when the saints come marching in. That's what I start singing. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Because it can oppress you, right? And wearing down the saints that come into mind at all. I don't know. I think a lot of things come to mind right now. Because, hey, we're seeing these things with spiritual eyes. So that was one warning. The second warning, that was about the trees. I'm sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place. All right. Something's going to happen here. And then the fire, okay, I'm smelling that because, well, I'm finding and I'm seeing them cover the skies at night and in the morning. It's like a checkerboard. It's nothing right now. It's clear, kind of, sort of fuzzy. The heavens declare His glory. There was a bonus video in there last night about the colors. So this guy must have a really nice camera with, a nice lens and captures the colors nicely. This is what I can bring you. This is Debbie from Texas saying always how much I love you. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's keep looking up. Peace out from Texas. Our King is coming.